Play with the family, play with your friends. Bowls at the club, the fun never ends. No matter your age or what you're into, bowls at the club is the thing to do. No matter your skill or where you're at, it's a crazy good time and there's a fight. Bowls at the club, bowls at the club, bowls at the club, bowls at the club. Club Dubbo, bowls at the club.
Ladies and gents, welcome back to Club Dubbo for the Inland Petroleum City of Dubbo International Fours. It's round 6 and we're underway in just a moment. We've got the players playing their last trial end right now. Our feature match is the young and old combination, Michael Wilks, Marimbula, Zoe Davies, Cooper Fliedner and Timmy Thorning, the state under-18 reps. And they're taking on Jeff Leonard, Mike Phillips, Aaron Thorne and Paul Lewin of Parks Railway. Just about to have the last bowl of the trial ends. An interesting battle for the top 8. The Sharina team currently running 10th. Aaron T's star-studded Barillo running 11th. They need some results above them, and well, it's going to be a nice little battle to get to the bottom of this round and find out who's going to top qualify for the quarterfinals tonight. Zoe Davies on the mat now. Zoe Davies, just a little pass with her opening bowl. Jeff Leonard, that's a pretty reasonable starter. So Zoe, little correction needed. And she's done that. But just might have ran through a little too far. Well, Jeff's right through. Cooper Fliedner. We'll use local in inverted commas here from Manildra. Zoe, of course, junior, played all of her career to date at Windang, but has recently transferred across to Warilla. Mike Phillips, a little on the tight side, just going to run through. Cooper's second effort. Yeah, good correction from Cooper. He's got the shot there. His teammates congratulating. Mike Phillips, yeah, missed everything with that one. The old fellow of the team on his way to the mat now to play, Michael Wilks. Opting to play that forehand side. Aaron Thorne looks to have a pretty good effort. Just going to come off the inside of Cooper Fliedner. Paul Lewin, hand in the air, says that one's the shot. Going to switch over to the backhand now for Wilks. He try and get through that head. Couple of chances on that side. Promote their own or a little trail. Turns his own ball through to the back. Looking for position from Aaron Thorne is Paul Lewin. Pretty well played for what he wanted. It's going to match the two bowls there. Little study the head going on. To the back for Timmy Thorning. Tim, forehand draw. Wants to get just around that Parks Railway orange and white bowl. Fortunately, he found Nemo. Paul Lewin to play the last bowl of this end. Wants to get around Timmy Thorning's bowl or underneath and promote his own. Not going to promote. One shot to Paul Lewin's team. Geoff Leonard gets us underway for the second end of round 6. Big thank you from Club Dubbo to the sponsors Inland Petroleum, BCIB, MRH Disability Services, Western Plains Automotive, along with the Luca Group, Petroleum, Dubbo, Bender Kitchens, Aristocrat and Carlton United Breweries. That's a good start from Geoff Leonard. Zoe Davies turned it back pretty quickly on that. Stands back and looks, but knew she was quick from the start. Phillips a bit through with this one. Geoff Leonard holding one, maybe two. Cooper Fliedner sits Zoe Davies' bowl back. Not made there closest any closer. So I think it might be just a single shot. Well, Mike Phillips hits that. That's definitely 3 now. And Cooper, good correction. It'll cut at least one out. Oh, that one's very short from Aaron Thorne. Michael Wilks, I think he's got second shot there. Yep, Paul Lewin says one up. Michael Wilks, no, this is Aaron Thorne. Got a bit of a thump. Might have snuck in for a second. Michael Wilks Timmy Thorning started to clap, pulled out after one, so that tells you the message. Paul Lewin holding at least one. Backhand draw, I'd imagine this, but he may line up in the forehand. No, he is playing the backhand. If he gets Michael Wilks right in the middle, he's got his own. Well, having a look there just to decide who's shot. On screen it looks like Parks Railway. Paul Lewin to deliver the last bowl of this second end. His last bowl of the second end, that is. Tim Thorning's got the final say. I think Louis just under the line with this as well. Tim Thorning close to it, but it is one to Parks Railway. Reasonable start from Geoff Leonard. Zoe just a little bit on the short side there. Geoffrey Leonard, he'll be through again. Zoe Davies giving us a chance. Just get off her own bowl. Made a couple. Phillips, yeah, quick again. 3 bowls right there at the back now. Oh, Cooper, you saw a little reaction as he let that go. Didn't like the line. Just mightn't have got it away as well as he hoped, but it's going to finish in a pretty good home. Really unhappy with that one. I'd love to see one where you're ecstatic. Well, it's one more into the big trap that's being built at the back by Parks Railway. Cooper does not need to do much different here. He's got this one away a lot smoother and it'll run. It runs back to the Parks Railway trap. That's pretty good position actually. Aaron Thorne playing his first bowl of this third end. It's got a bit of speed on. Well, not a lot. It's got a little touch. Just going to run through. Michael Wilks does not want to chip that jack. Good miss. Aaron Thorne got a touch with his last bowl. Hasn't quite poked that out on the right line or speed. Might have forced Michael Wilks just to go a bit wider, which he needed to do. Just added a bit of pace. Be happy to sit that last bowl through. Oh, it might have just brought one or two back into the equation. Paul Lewin will come back up to the mat, play his first bowl of this end. Victory here will probably see Tim Thorning into the second tier playoffs. So the top 8 do play tonight. Expecting at about 5:30. Pretty well down from Louis. Wants a little sit. Got the rub. Might have just flopped in enough to get shot. Tim Thorning playing forehand Wants this to get down into the head. Little trail would be ideal. It's not going to come quite back quickly enough. Lewin will go back to the mat to play his bowl. Very close for Shotley's first. He may have actually got it. He's even closer with this one, so might have made 2 shots. Tim Thorning's going to go quick. Well, didn't quite see the signal when it was 1 or 2. It was. Leonard. Well, Davies needs to capitalise on this slightly stray start. Tim Thorning's team's coming off a huge win. They beat the star-studded Barilla line-up last round. Second decent bowl for Zoe. Just sits on her own. Is definitely 1 shot. Mike Phillips. Cooper Fliedner now got his bowl on the way in. Mike Phillips, second attempt here. going to have a moment's silence. I'm just going to try and make an adjustment to the sound system. Okay, got us back in again. Just was getting a little bit of a static through that connection, changed it over. Still one at least to Team Thorning. Michael Wilks come down on that forehand side. Maybe might have just not travelled far enough. Aaron Thorne now on his way in. Got touch on the jack. Kicked it back to his teammate's bowl. Michael just in underneath the target. Lewin holding a couple. Just around the back, not a bad position. Tim Thorning going big. Will need some luck. Well, he got rid of Paul Lewin's last bowl. Paul sensibly covering the back options. Tee is definitely Paul Lewin's now. Not as aggressive this time from Tim Thorning, but he's under the line. Gonna just miss the lot. Two more to Parks Railway. Leonard will get us underway. Great start from Jeff. Well bowled from Zoe. Just going to fade across the head though. A little bit tight on this one, I think, from Jeff. It's holding its line. Oh, good line from Zoe, just over a metre short. Phillips a little bit through with his effort. Cooper Fliedner just not going to hold around those bowls. Phillips. It's the raised hat from Paul Lewin, 2 shots to Parks Railway. Wider line from Cooper. And shot. And Thorne trying to attack. Did promise to say only nice things about Paul Lewin, but if he keeps standing on the centre line, might have to get nasty. Paul's a wonderful fellow, always willing to help out. It's a great job with Parks Railway. They host a large number of bowls in New South Wales qualifying events like the rookies. Puts his hand up to host the mixed pairs. And draws for those are coming. We've got a record number of entries, so just be patient. At qualifying event in November, so we'll have the draws out in the next week or so. Maybe the end of next week before we'll have those all published. Wilks, his first one was pretty good. Wants it to drop it quicker. Bowls New South Wales Member Conference. It's back and it's all about club development. Click the link on the bio and book your ticket now. Thorning. Very safe line. Oh, this little edge and runs in a long way. I wonder whether there might be a temptation, if this head doesn't change, for Tim to run a slightly more attacking line through here. Just get the roll out of that bowl. Paul Lewin, well, he's attacking. Well, made that potentially a bit harder for Tim to do. Zoe Davies takes the mat back towards the 2 metre mark, rolls medium length end. Zoe out on a decent line. Don't know if she's got this full speed on this one. You're just going to pull up a little bit short. Not too bad an effort though. Oh, Jeff Leonard, he's left his opener a little on the short side as well. So he doesn't need too much correction on her opening bowl. Needs it to run a little more. She's taken some off though. Now on the grass line. Good correction from Jeff Leonard. Still 1 to Tim Thorning's team. Cooper Fliedner. He'll play his forehand to try and draw up and over Zoe's bowl. Mike Phillips will just follow those down. Just going to run back to the back of the rink. Good at home. Well, Mike Phillips just going to sit inside his teammate's bowl. Still at least one to Zoe. Michael Wilks still in that forehand draw. Can afford a slightly tight line, but not very tight. Wants this to come back to the centre line. Just going to get to the back. Match Mike Phillips. Opening bowl. Aaron Thorne. Michael, not quite short with that one. Aaron Thorne, second bowl, didn't get too much further than his first, so it's still 1 to Tim Thorning's team. We've played 5. This is the 6th end. It's now 6-1. Reminder that we play 15 ends and a respot in place. So if the jacks is set in motion by play, goes out of bounds over the face of the bank or rebounds to a distance less than 18 metres from the mat line. The jack end is not dead, but the jack respotted at the tee and play continues. Tim Thorning also going to drop his bowl short. Well, Lewin just got a flick on through the hole. So a little bit short from a lot of players on this end. A little bit of intent in this bowl, but not got the right width. No lucky result, so one more to Tim Thorning. Zoe Davies. Good line with this one. It should come back nicely right down to the jack. Very close. Great starter. Good line from Jeff Leonard. Just needed a little more running. Great bowl from Zoe. Jeff Leonard on the way down. The problem Zoe has is that her bowls just sort of framed that jack up a little. Allowed Jeff to draw with confidence. He's got the outside of the bowl. Maybe second shot. Cooper will try and play the opponent's shot. Draw just through those bowls. Any contact is good. Could be a nice little pothole in the road. Mike Phillips trying to draw through that head as well. He's around Cooper. And what a bowl. In for shot. Cooper Fliedner. He's 2 feet on his previous bowl. Not going to come back quickly enough, but does just zip around to the back. Phillips, his second bowl, couldn't repeat the heroics of his first. Thorne wants this to zip in down to that shot bowl. Played it absolutely perfectly. Undid the great shot from Michael Wilks. Michael Wilks attempting to play almost the same as Aaron Thorne. Not quite ripping back the way he wanted. Little under the line from Aaron this time. Tim Thorning trying to play the shot that he called for Michael on a slightly tighter line. A bit more weight though, still going to hold it out. Paul Lewin. He's also going to play that backhand side, just try and get another one in that head. Make it that bit more difficult for Tim Thorning to convert. Tim Thorning, backhand, wants to get under Paul Lewin's bowl. And he's around it. There was just one more to the Parks Railway team. Jeff Leonard will get us underway on end number 8, nearing the halfway point. Pretty reasonable start, just a little on the shy side. A reminder that we will have one more game today, the first quarter final of the top division. That will be this afternoon, following the completion of these games. Semi-final and final tomorrow. Good correction from Zoe. Will draw the shot. Or might not. It might have just gone through. Mike Phillips, a bit of speed on that one. Fliedner also under the line there. So Mike Phillips. Oh, that one's already cutting the line, so he'll be through and narrow again. This is a better line from Cooper. Well, it's just sailed past. His own bowl, he's gone past it. Lewin indicates it's now 2. Michael Wilks just crashes on the shortish bowl. Jeff Leonard. Aaron Thorne. Backhand run. Oh, I think it was a draw, but it's run weight. Wilksy now. Just looking to get one close. Lewin, he'll play his backhand as well. No one's really mastered that side at this time. And Michael Wilks suggesting to Tim Thorning to play just a little bit of a reaching effort on that forehand side underneath his own, get rid of the well, he's got a result. Lewin, backhand. Just going to race through a little. We need security out there. Get him off that centre line. Oh, they might have realised. You're looking for the maroon ball. So one shot to Thorning. There's a few critical results on the way here. It looks like Jacob Aitken, trailing by 1, has just picked up a decent count. He was 7-6 down, but has just picked up a 6 to go 12-7 up after 9. So a couple of teams would be just ruining that indiscretion. Nathan Wise has picked up a 1 to close back within 3. So, a few teams watching those results. Teams in 9th, 10th and 11th. They are sweating on some of the 4-game winners who are in the top 8 at the moment, losing the chance to overtake them. David Ivanoff leading Nathan Wise at the moment, and only by 3. Good bowl from Cooper Fliedner. Geoffrey also leading 7-6 over Peter Oram, who's also 4-game winner in the top 8. So next to that, the Warilla team, skipped by Aaron Tees, will be watching those 3 results. There'll be 3 teams they'd love to see defeated and give them the chance to overtake them. Ben Twist, you can see his scoreboard up the top, leading 16-4 after 10. Ben at the moment, top of the leaderboard. hoping to stay there, pick up a nice little bonus, $4,000 for the team at the top of the ladder at the end of round 6. Timmy Thorning either being rude to Michael Wilks or telling him they're holding 2. I think it's the latter. Wilksy just dropping into the back. Good home. Aaron Thorne delivering his last bowl of this 9th end. He's going to crash on his own shorter bowl. I think that's still probably 2. Jim Thorning wants this to really swing back. It's not going to. Paul Lewin, he'll be a little positive to this. His own bowls just on the way in there, can roll them up. He's got the line, just hasn't quite got the weight. Just not quite there again. Lewin, last bowl of this end, giving us a lot more opportunity, and the jack has gone straight back to Zoe Davies. I don't know, Cooper Fliedner and Michael Wilks might also count back there. I think that was a 3. Tim Thorning's just put that on the scoreboard. It was a 3. gone T to T. And quite a reasonable start from Zoe Davies. Leonard. Oh, he's got another one. Zoe Davies probably wants 30 to 40 centimetres on her previous bowl. A bit more than that. It's going to go right through to the ditch. And Jeff Leonard, plenty of correction needed. He's still on a very tight line. So there's still plenty of room for Cooper Fliedner to add another shot. Pretty well down from Cooper. Going to come around to be the shot. Phillips, got plenty of pace on this. It's just going to slide past the jack. Good bowl from Cooper again. Just not quite got speed. May count though. And Mike Phillips, his previous bowl thundered through to the ditch. He's corrected the weight, but the grass still quite narrow. Michael Wilks just needs to miss that bowl. Certainly going to be underneath it. It'll count. Well, saw his reaction as he delivered. He's missed the line. Weight was pretty good. Probably just a bit wider from Michael this time. Really wants to thunder into those bowls. Done that, turned it across the centre line. I'm pretty sure they all count. I think he's under everything this time again. Tim Thorning on the mat. Luxury of holding shots. Really just wants to draw up to his own bowls. He's in the right area. Yep, that one will count. Paul Lewin, he's given this a chance to do some damage. He's just slid past the jack and gone right through to the ditch, so he's going to be under pressure next bowl. Tim Thorning, he'll be drawing for 7. It's on a fair line again to make another counter. Just needs to get into that pack, and he's done that. So Paul Lewin, he was just shaved the jack with his last one, but knows that he's got to either pick it up or draw a shot. Taking a bit of weight off. Just turning now. Going to crash on Zoe's bowl. Might have cut one out. Maybe more than one, but still going to be a good count. Well, 5 agreed on. Might have been 6. It's a very brief signal. Or 6. That's a reasonable start, Zoe Davies. So we'll look at across the greens on the live scores on Bowls Link. Current leaders, Ben Twist. They are leading 21-7. And Guy McPherson leading 15-9 over Harvey McAllister. Eric Johannes leads Matt Flapper 11-8. Eric currently in the top 8, sitting at 7th. Grant Gudmanson leading Cy Threll for 11-10. Lloyd Pearce trailing 3-12 to John Schreiber. Cooper Dart 7, Rico Lane 8. Rico Lane currently 5 out of 5, will make the top 8. Manesh Kumar Fiji 9-4 over Brad Smith Crookwell. Darryl Steinwedel trailing Innie Conlon 8-16 after 12. David Dawes. Tally. Yeah, Victoria. Tally Garutner leading Josh Barry 13-6 after 9. And they're sitting in 9th, that Tally Garutner team. Sean Ingham 15-3 up over Mark Fitzallen. Sean Ingham undefeated so far as well, so I thought he was. Hang on a minute, I might be wrong. Try and finding him on the ladder for you. Yeah, Sean Ingham sitting on 4th, undefeated. Carl Healy leading Simon Garrity 13-4. Ray Pearce trailing Nathan Rice 5-22. So Ray Pearce currently 2nd. Nathan Rice sitting 12th with 3 wins. So he's also watching the other results. Greg Helm trailing 8-10 to Shivan Padiachi of Fiji. Dave Quigley of Young and Lee Schreiner 8 apiece. Schreiner sitting in 10th at the moment. 3 wins and a draw. Jared Hamilton leading 15-4 over Glenn Seaton of Canowindra. Rocky Stone 5, Aaron Tees 13. Tees currently in 11th. David Ivanov 8-7 up over Nathan Wise. And Wise currently sitting in the top 8, in 8th. So a loss will almost certainly see him drop out. Jacob Aitken leading 14-9 now over Scott Willoughby Macquarie Club. 6-2. Aitken really made the difference there. J-By Norris leading Jacob Homer of Ningen 13-7. And Craig Geoffrey of West Dubbo 10-7 up after 10 over Peter Oram. Karingal, and that Composite team's currently 6th. So a loss there could see them drop down the rankings. Maybe not all the way out though. Yeah. $12 points there, plus 21. So struggle for them. They get a victory, they're definitely in. Jimmy Thorning's drawn a shot to, maybe there's 2 there now for Tim. to Thorning, last bowl of the 11th end. Second last bowl of the 11th end, his last bowl. Just trying to draw down to Nemo there, Aaron Thorne's bowl, the orange and white. Be happy to get around that to the... Well, it's a good bowl. It's covered the jack up. Paul Lewin under a bit of pressure again. Michael Wilks has got second best back, and I think the best back, Blue Bowls, Cooper Fliedner. Looking at that head, I think it's two shots. The two orange bowls behind, I think they're Mike Phillips. Paul Lewin, backhand, draw shot, looks to be just holding out on him, a little bit too much pace. So Davies rolls the jack for us. A little bit too energetically. Was two, Tim Thorning. So he starts off just a little on the long side, halfway between that jack position and the tee. Leonard, a bit short. Might be shot, but shouldn't be after another couple of bowls played. Might be an overcorrection from Zoe. Oh, you just sneak past and get shot. Keep a Fliedner. Mike Phillips, bowl coming in. Cooper, good correction on his opening bowl. He'll be the shot. Wilks looks to be on a pretty good line. It'll come in to be another counter. In fact, it's going to be the number one. Aaron Thorne. Ball's on its way. Looks to be a little on the runny side, just a fraction. But, yeah, not much. It's the bowl for Michael Wilks to beat now. Just put a little bit of weight on his previous. Well, he's taken it off rather than put it on. Aaron Thorne, backhand, trying to draw down to that jack. Just going to slightly over the weight required. Thorning, still on the forehand draw. Just wants to get down inside the orange and white bowls of Aaron Thorne, who's standing on the centre line. Paul Lewin attacking, but hasn't got the right line for that one. Tim Thorning. Play the forehand again. Just wants to come around his own bowl down to the orange and white. Got a little kick on it. Don't know if he's got it enough. It's probably 3 shots to Tim's team at the moment. attacking again. Comes off Zoe Davies and rips out one of other bowls. I think that was two. Zoe Davies gets us underway for the 13th end. Two remaining after this one. Decent start from Zoe, and Jeff Leonard has quite a reasonable reply. Probably just going to roll a fraction through. Yep, Zoe's still shot. Little touch from Zoe. And Jeff Leonard gets the dip of the lid from Paul Lewin. Good effort, that one. Fliedner now on his way down towards the head. Gets the edge and goes across. Great bowl. Phillips gets the edge of his teammate's bowl, just push it a bit further away. Still two. Cooper doesn't need to do too much differently from his previous bowl. Just going to drop in behind. I think that's probably a count and cover. Phillips close with this one. Got the jack out to his own bowls. Wilks back to the mat to play his bowl. And top pill from Wilks, he draws the shot. Michael Wilks. His last one was superb. Another good bowl from Michael. Tim Thorning just going to be a little on the short side. Paul Lewin's trying to play this one on the inside out way. Wants it to get past that one. Well, he's got his own bowl up for a good second. Pretty sure that's his own. It's in the shadow. I don't think it's Zoe Davies' bowl. I think that one is Jeff Leonard's. And yep, no blue on it. So it is Jeff's. Tim Thorney's decided he'll try and get through that hole as well. Just needs to find some clear air and keep running. It's a pretty fair effort from Tim. He just needed another yard or so. Paul Lewin. He's underneath the line here, unfortunately for Paul. So it is one more to Tim Thorning. They now lead 17-7, 2 ends to go. So a few matches now starting to be completed. And Zoe Little through, Jeff Leonard on his way down now. So Ben Twist playing his last end, leading 24-7 over Liam Morrow. Guy McPherson 19, Harvey McAllister 18 after 14 ends. Grant Gudmanson has had a 16-11 victory over Cy Threlfall. John Schreiber leads Lloyd Pearce 16-5 after 14 ends. Cooper Dart 9, Rico Lane 10 after 14 ends. Bradley Smith of Crookwell leads 12-10 over Manesh Kumar of Fiji after 12 ends. David Dawes 20. Josh Barry 6 after 12. Dawes in 9th position, waiting on someone to fall over. Sean Ingham 15. Mark Fitzallen 7 after 13. So they'll finish in the top few. Carl Healy 26.5, leading Simon Garrity after 14 ends. Greg Helms 17, Shivan Pediachi 11 after 12. Dave Quigley 10, Lee Schreiner 12. Schreiner sitting in 10th at the moment. The win, be hoping for a couple of results above him. Jared Hamilton 22.4 after 14 over Glenn Seaton. Rocky Stone 7. Aaron T 17 after 13. They're sitting in 11th. David Ivanoff 11. Nathan Wise 8 after 13 ends. So that could be the boil over to get the Talagarupna team in. Burke 11. Scott Willoughby 11. 17 to Jacob Aitken after 14. The score of 6 really made the difference there. Game's actually finished and finalised. Jay Boynorris 13. Jacob Homer 10. Peter Oram 10. Craig Geoffrey 13 after 13. So there's 2 teams currently in the top 8 that are trailing. That could open the door for David Dawes, Lee Schreiner. And T's also hoping to build up his margin. But Aaron T's with 3 wins and 2 losses can't catch David Dawes now. So Teasy looks like he's going to finish 1 spot, maybe 2 out of the top 8. Aaron Thorne trying to draw the shots, quite open. The yellow bowl to be shot now. That's Michael Wilks about to play his second. Michael Wilks holding the shot. Tim Thorning looking to add another. As a reminder, we will be live again this afternoon, probably around about 5:30 with the quarterfinals of the top prize money division. Don't know who we'll have yet. We're not sure who's in the top prize money division. That's a good effort from Paul Lewin. That'll be second shot. Well, suggestion from Michael Wilks to try and get rid of that bowl. He's going to have a dash at it. Going to miss wide. Paul Lewin, he gets the last say on this end. Paul Lewin, forehand, just wants to get up and over his own. Slightly underneath, can set Michael Wilks, can come around and just tickle that jack. Can also draw at that hand. So it gives it a chance. It's just going to be a little wide. I think there'll be one more to Wilks and Thorning, Davies and Fliedner will record a victory. Decent start for Zoe Davies. Very good. Darren Thorne, sorry. Leonard just a bit through tight. Zoe wants to finish strongly. Played a pretty good bowl there. Just going to be back to the tee. Leonard a little bit quick again. Cooper Fliedner, backhand draw. You think that side of the green's slightly more reliable, just a bit more predictable, a bit kind. Good bowl from Cooper, draws the shot. Phillips. Just going to pull up. One of those Super Coopers drops one at the back. The other Super Cooper playing in another team here with West Dubbo. Of course, Cooper Fliedner and Cooper Dart had a very good run in the State Junior Pairs Championships. Did very well the last couple of years. Michael Wilks play the forehand, try and draw in. Cover the back. And Thorne, couple down. Michael Wilks just wants to add to this count. Got a touch. 3 there now. And Thorne, just a little contact on the short bowl. Well, David Ivanoff has recorded a 12-9 victory over Nathan Wise. So Nathan Wise was sitting in 8th position. Very likely now will drop out of the top 8. Good bowl from Tim Thorning. Well, on the live ladder, Nathan Wise has already dropped out of the top 8, so with matches still to come, he's going to be pushed further down. Shaking hands here. It's another count to Timmy Thorning. So they'll run out fairly comfortable winners in this one. So don't forget, we will be back in around 3/4 of an hour or so, I'm guessing 5:30-ish with the quarter final. Keep an eye on it then, but until then, it's goodbye for now.